This is something that the community had been fearing ever since Israel started to retaliate against that Hezbollah rocket fire 3 weeks ago, and even more so since Israel had started to amass troops and tanks on the border. So it's effectively something that was feared and something that many people thought was certainly on the cards. Israel Katz, the Israeli defense minister, now perhaps saying the quiet bit out loud that Israel does plan to occupy that entire area north to the Litani River. We know that over the last couple of days, Israel has been bombing bridges across that river. It says it is trying to limit the ability of the militant group Hezbollah to move people, weapons, other things in and out of that area. But Israel has also been criticised extensively for doing that, accused of willfully destroying civilian infrastructure and isolating some of those communities there. 1 million people displaced within their own country, more than 1,000 people killed, among them more than 100 children.
Hundreds of thousands of residents of southern Lebanon who evacuated north will not return south of the Litani River until security is guaranteed for residents of the north. All 5 bridges over the Litani that Hezbollah used to transport terrorists and weapons have been blown up, and the IDF will control the remaining bridges and the security zone up to the Litani.
How is this being received in Lebanon?
There are still very raw memories of the last time Israel occupied southern Lebanon. That was a period between 1982 and the year 2000. Many people lived through that period. They had hoped that this would not happen once more, but it is certainly being met with fierce resistance. Hezbollah, the Iranian-backed militant group, was born out of that occupation period. That occupation was the catalyst for its creation as a resistance movement against Israel. And we've heard from one of its politicians in the Lebanese parliament today saying that Hezbollah will fight back as a result of this. And we have seen further Hezbollah rockets being fired into Israel over the last few hours. 1 woman among the dead in northern Israel as a result of that. I also spoke to the mayor of a Christian community along the Lebanon-Israel border. This is a predominantly Christian community. It has somewhat been shielded because of comments from the US ambassador to Lebanon that the US had asked Israel not to target Christian communities. I spoke to him before this announcement about occupation was made, but I did ask him whether he feared what he was seeing was a precursor to that.
Honestly, we cannot think that far ahead. We are still in shock. We don't know what will happen, whether we will be allowed to live in peace. The most important thing is to protect our village and our people.